another class of mathematics, and we had done a lot of questions from exercise 1.3. Last few questions, maybe one or two left, and see all the type wise questions are there. So if one type of question I have done, all the questions on that type should be solved by you in the copy. So it doesn't mean that 4 I have solved, 4 only on the copy. Okay, whatever is remaining, that you do as take as homework, and that should be done, okay, by you. So I had taken up questions. Now, so we were on the topic of inserting the irrational numbers. We had done few questions. Like last class I had done 11th, 1st, 2nd and 3rd part, and 12th question. 13th question can be done on the same pattern. That should be homework for you. And even also all those that I have not taken up, means we have done similar questions. Some other questions we have done, but similar questions, just like that we have done. So we'll do it as homework. We'll take that as homework. Then question number 15th hint is given that you can also try. 14th I'm trying for you on the board. 14th question for you on the board. 14th question also is regarding the inserting of irrational numbers only. So between root 2 and 3. Now root 2 and root 3. This is another type of inserting the irrational number. So root 2 square. If you remember in the first class itself, I had talked about square of root 2 will be what? 2. And what the question says? Question says insert irrational number. No, 14 says rational number. Question says insert an rational number. So root 3. Root 3 square is 3. So question is regarding inserting rational number. See, till 12th, 13th, till 13th they are saying irrationals only. But 14th question is inserting irrational number. Now see, between 2 and 3, you check out for how many decimal expansions are there which are perfect squares. So can we say any rational number between 2 and 3, which how many you have to insert? You have to insert one only or two? One only. Which is a perfect square. Perfect square of a rational number. Will be considered. So what we can have between 2 and 3? Can we say 2.25 is a rational number which is a perfect square? Yes, there can be many. Some other also not possible. Which perfect square? Yes, 16 square is how much? 16 square is 226. So 2.56 also can be there. Then 17 square is 289, so 2.89 that also can be there. Then 18 square is how much? 18 square will go further, I think so. 324. So 18 square can't be taken. So suppose the question says that you have to put the perfect square. So your 15 square is how much? 205. Then 16 square is what? 256. Okay, 17 square is 289. And 18 square is 270. So 18 square is 18 into 18. 324. So these all can be expressed. So first thing is that we have to get a rational number between 2 and 3, which is a perfect square. Because see, we had squared here root 2 and we had squared here root 3. So whatever number we will search between 2 and 3 will be a perfect square, such that we will do its square root, and the square root of this number will be whatever number you have searched. Whatever the square root of the perfect square will be what? The required rational number. So you can write here 2.25 equal to 1.5 square. Yes or no? Or under root of 2.25 is equal to 1.5. So like as greater than root 2 will be what? So as more than 2 is what? 2.25. But less than, but this 2.5 is lesser than what? 3. This implies that 2.25 under root will be more than 2 but less than root 3. This implies that root 2 is will be 1.5 and less than root 3. So what is there? 1.5. So 1.5 will be the required rational number. Yes or no? So 1.5 into 1.5 will be what? 2.25. So what last will write? Hence 1.5 is the required rational number. Okay, so see, we had done inserting the rational numbers, but this is something different than what we have done. Okay, and see, inserting irrational numbers I had told already when I had told question number. No, I think so. Inserting irrational between this one. Yes. I will do one more part. 14th question I have done. Inserting irrational between root 5 and root 10 I will tell you. 14th I will tell you. And 16th also I will tell you. So 14th is must be clear to you. What I have told here only. Whenever you are given two roots here, means root 2, this is what? Irrational, and this is irrational. So we are inserting a rational number between two irrational numbers. Only thing is that whenever two irrationals are given, just square them, and between those squared irrationals, find the perfect square, and its square root will be what? The required rational number. Now question number 16 I am taking. So always children do one thing, read the question properly, whether the question is saying insert rational or insert irrational. So 16th is saying insert irrational between root 5 and root 7. How to start with that one? When you insert between root 5 and root 7, first take root 5 square. Root 5 square is what? 5. What is root 7 square? 7. Okay. So whenever two irrationals are given and you have to insert irrational between them, so what will that? Now between root 5 and root 7, how many numbers are there? And the question is saying insert how many? The question is saying 16. And so one only you have to insert here. So what will you write? You'll write as, we change this one, as more than 5 is 6 and less than 6 is 7. So this is there. This implies that more than root 5 is root 6 and less than root 7 is root 6. Therefore you write root 6 lies between root 5 and root 7. Hence, an irrational number between root 5 and root 7 is and root 6. Okay. This completes this exercise 1.3. We have done all types of questions. Okay. Then taking up the new topic, surds. So surds, see, we have indirectly studied surds already, but a lot of things we will be doing about that. Surds. Firstly, see, if we are knowing some irrational numbers like root 2, root 3, root 5, all these are knowing, these are irrational numbers. Here by default 2 is written, but what if here it is third root of 2 or third root of 3 or third root of 5. Now see, these all are, you are knowing that by your knowledge from the chapter that you have studied till now, you know that these are irrational numbers. This we have not dealt with. Okay, so let me introduce surds to you and see what these are irrational numbers. Now, one thing we are sure that these numbers are not perfect squares of some numbers. That thing is clear. So if these numbers are, means the numbers inside this which are there like 2, 3 and 5, if these numbers we cannot be expressed as perfect squares of some other number, then what happens? Then they are called as what? Surds. Okay, so these are numbers. So these are what? These are basically square roots of some numbers, but this cannot be expressed as, this one is the punch line, means that is the line, cannot be expressed as square of some positive rational numbers. So since this root 2, root 3, root 5 cannot be expressed as squares of some positive rational numbers, these are called as what? Surds. Surds are also called as radicals. So surds, they are called as surds. I'll explain more. It is just the introduction. Surds or radicals. But the word radical I have used many times. When I have said, see, this sign only is called as what? It's called as radical sign. Radical sign. Okay. So for now it is clear to you that this root 2, root 3, root 5, I can include some more numbers like root 7, root 10. These all are such numbers. That means this 2, 3, 5, 7 and 10. These are such numbers which cannot be expressed as squares of some positive rational numbers. So these are called as what? Surds or radicals. And see here, what is hidden here? 2 is hidden here. 2 is hidden here. So in this case, we are defining one more thing called as order. This is called as order. So what is the order? Since 2 is hidden there, this is called as what? These, so root 2, root 3, root 5 and anything where nothing is written here are called surds of order 2 or second order. Okay. So what is the thing that you have to see? That here what a number is written under the radical sign should not be a perfect square. If it is not a perfect square, we will be calling that whole thing as what? Surds. That means root 2 is a surd. Root 3 is also a surd. Because 2 cannot be expressed as a perfect square of some number. Similarly, children, we are having some more numbers. Then I'll give one more thing that I define also what are surds. Surds are also called as radicals. Then you tell me one more thing. Take one more thing like cube root of 3, cube root of 5, then cube root of 7. Now do you feel that this can be expressed as cube of some numbers? No, we cannot express them as cube of some numbers. So we can say that root 3 means cube root of 3. This is cube root of some positive rational number. Some positive rational number. Okay. But understand here. But this cube root of 3 you cannot express as what? Cube root you cannot express as, but it can't be or it cannot be expressed as cube of some. In fact, we got a perfect cube. Or cube one, let's say. Okay? But it cannot be expressed as cube of any rational number. Cube of any rational number. Why positive only? Any rational number. Negatives we are not defining only here. Any rational number. So third root means cube root of 3 is cube root of some number. You will get some value of cube root there. But this cube root of 3 you cannot express as perfect cube, or you cannot express it as cube of any rational number. So this implies that cube root of 3 is also called as a surd or radical. Surd or radical. And see here 3 is written here. So which order? Of order 3. Is it clear to all? That means cube root of 3, cube root of 5, cube root of 7 are such cube roots which cannot be expressed as cube of some rational number. That is what they called as surds. So that root of 2 which it has written, this is surd, this also is a surd because it cannot express it as what? Square of some positive number, positive rational number. But this is cube root. So this is also a surd, and it is a surd of which order? Order 2. Order 2 surd. So I hope now things are clear to you. Similarly, if we are talking about fourth root, that also is a surd only. For which order? Fourth root. Like suppose I'm giving example of this thing also. Now, fourth root. So if I write fourth root of 3, fourth root of 7, fourth root of 21. Now, so this will be fourth root of 3? Yes or no? So these are also what? Surds only. Surds of which order? Fourth order or order equal to 4. So these also surds. Surds also known as one more name called as radicals. Clear? And one line at the bottom will be what? That you should note down the copy also. All surds are irrational numbers. This thing you note also. So all the surds are irrational numbers. And much explanation is not there regarding surds, but some general notes are given that you must understand also. So the rules, or you can say what? Facts for surds. This we need lot of time for this one. So let me put one rule here. The first rule itself you study, and then first rule is, if you are having root 3 and there is plus root 5, this you cannot write it as root 3 plus 5. This is not possible. And one more thing, root 5 minus root 3, you cannot write it as root of 5 minus 3. Clear?